here we go. First, we asking a couple questions. Do you think it's cheaper in your market, your city, to rent a home or to buy a home? Because we're going to dig into a couple reports. We also talking about the fact that ChatGPT is now being allowed and taught in college classes. Do you agree with that? We're going to talk about that, music, movies, sports, and more. That's all coming up. You kicking it with KC, baby. Yeah, man, popular topics, pop tops that may or may not be talked about in the news with yours truly, KCMC, over a decade in radio and more. Let's get into it. This first story is coming from usatoday.com. A recent report reveals that while rents have surged in the past year, renting remains more affordable than home ownership in almost 90% of U.S. counties. Pay attention. The study indicates that both renting and owning homes have incurred significant financial burdens, with housing costs surpassing the recommended 30% of gross income in many areas. Despite a narrowing gap, renting is still deemed more affordable, especially in markets with populations over 1 million, where rent consumes significantly less of average local wages than ownership. Honolulu, Brooklyn, New York, and Oakland, California are cited as areas where renting maintains a considerable affordability advantage. Among counties with over 1 million people, only Riverside County, California, and Detroit, Michigan, Wayne County areas show it is more affordable to buy than rent. Overall, the study identifies 64 markets, primarily in the Midwest and South, where median 3-bedroom rents align with or require less than 1/3 of local wages. How is it in your market, in your city, where you are right now? Do you feel like it's more affordable to rent than to own a home? And let me take that back. Not feel like, do you know? Have you done the numbers? Let's speak on that. You know what your rent is. You know what comes with that. Any repairs that you need, maintenance, you get to call your landlord. No, you don't build equity, but you're paying for what you're paying for. On the home ownership side, depending on where you stay, it could be cheaper than renting. In that case, then do you feel like it's a better benefit to own than to rent? It's a lot of things to consider. I just recently had a talk with my friends. One of them owns a home, one of them does not own a home. Me in the process of owning a home. In the Detroit area, by the way, where I know it's a great place to take advantage. And my friend who does not own a home is saying, hey, I think I need to own a home. It's time. I need to build more equity. All this money I've been putting towards rent, it could go towards me owning a home and equity. That's a popular term that a lot of people like to say nowadays. I can have equity. I need equity, blah, blah, blah. Is it really worth it? Thinking about the actual, what is it called? Amortization when it comes to actually owning a home and getting financial help for it through a financial institution. You're going to be paying a lot more in interest initially than you will towards the actual principal of what you borrow. Meaning, you're not going to be gaining any equity initially. That's going to come towards the second half of your loan payments for the most part. So while a lot of people like to say, hey, I just want to I want to get equity, I want to do this and that, owning a home, it may not always be worth it. It may not. When your toilet goes bad, your plumbing goes bad, and it's your septic tank, you got to take care of that, not your landlord. When your heat goes out in the winter, you have to take care of that, not your landlord. So think about those overall costs when it comes to home ownership. That's why I say it's a case-by-case basis. Even when it comes to different counties like they're talking about, you still have to think about, what about my financial situation currently? Does it make more sense to own so I can potentially get that? And do I want to stay in the same place for 30 years, 20 years? A lot of people that rent like to move around a lot. Do you really want to be in one place for 30 years, 20 years? I would think that's something to think about. So overall, I think in a lot of cases, more cases than people think, renting makes more sense for your pockets. Think about what comes with that, because when you own your home, you got to pay for everything. You got to maintain everything, including the taxes and insurance. So I think renting is better. And that's coming from somebody who interviews real estate agents almost on a daily basis from my other podcast, The Closing Table. Shameless plug. Go ahead and follow that. And I trust me, I talk to different agents and I be like, depending on your situation, renting could definitely be more beneficial. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Just want to switch it up real quick if you don't mind, because I do have another topic I want to talk about. This one is actually coming from businessinsider.com. It's saying that Arizona State University, ASU, has entered a groundbreaking partnership with OpenAI, set to provide students, professors, and researchers with access to personalized artificial intelligence, aka AI, through OpenAI's ChatGPT enterprise. This collaboration and development for 6 months aims to offer AI tools for personalized to tutoring, avatar creation for students, along with expanding a prompt engineering course. That's what I want to talk about. ASU believes this partnership will establish a new standard for universities to enhance learning outcomes and creativity. Lev Golnick, ASU's Chief Information Officer, highlighted the role of AI in leveling the playing field and empowering organizations of all sizes. The move comes as universities globally grapple with integrating generative AI, with OpenAI's ChatGPT being widely used by students, raising concerns about academic integrity. So artificial intelligence, ChatGPT being the main forefront brand for that. A lot of people were saying this is a way people can cheat. You can write a 10-page paper using ChatGPT and AI nowadays. You can write whatever assignment. You can have it do whatever, answer any questions in long form with no help, with no actual thought. So a lot of people feel like this is going to be this is detrimental to the human intelligence. I think not. I think you have to use it as a tool, like most things in technology, and you have to learn how to use it to your benefit. How to be the controller, how to manipulate it. That's why they're saying they're offering courses in prompt engineering courses. Prompts are what you use to put into ChatGPT, Grok, Bard, and other artificial intelligence. You put these different wordings into them so that you get a different outcome, so that they can actually give you the results that you want. And those are called prompts. Depending on how you put the prompt in or word it, it can make a complete difference in how your results are that you're looking for. I agree with this. AI is going nowhere. OpenAI is a company that owns ChatGPT along with DALL-E and other brands. I think this is great. We need to integrate it into the universities, because it's going to happen. Students are going to use it. They're privy to it. We already know this. So find a way to not only know that students know that ChatGPT is integrated, so they know if you're cheating on your assignments, but not only that, but use it to the fact that when they graduate, they can say, I have experience with this. I know how to utilize it, and make your company more efficient in productivity. I agree with ChatGPT, AI being incorporated in schools. I think other universities need to incorporate this also, but that's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up and talk about music and the audio audit real quick, if you don't mind. I got a couple projects that I listen to, actually. This first one is coming from Kirko Bangs. Kirko Bangs dropped a project. I ain't heard from him in probably about 20 years. He dropped a project called Call Me KB. Listen to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. 11 tracks, 31 minutes, just between my 30-minute to 45-minute range that I appreciate it. If it's less than 30, I don't take it serious as a project or as an album. If it's more than 45, we all get bored. But out of 11 tracks, 3 songs stood out to me. Play the Food 2, No Caller ID, and See You Win. They stood out. Now let me be honest about this project and about Kirko Bangs. He's doing some type of singing on this, harmonizing, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Now his first initial single that came out that a lot of people know him from, Girl, I really know you really want somebody you wanting to keep. That song, I forgot the name of it. But that song right there, yeah, it was nice. It was a good bop. It was good for his tone. Drink in My Cup, I believe is the name of it. Nice song, good bop and everything. But to hear that same sound, the same voice on all these songs, nah. Because you can't sing. We know you're using auto-tune, but even the auto-tune ain't really helping. So, I don't know, Kurt Cobain. Maybe you got a few select songs you can do. And these 3 songs only stood out to me because at the end of the songs, there was like a real R&B. It was either a sample or a real original song that he made, but it had like a 90s R&B feel. So I don't know. That was the only thing that made these songs stand out. Other than that, it is a subpar project from Kurt Cobain. Call me KB. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think about Kurt Cobain as an artist, or Call Me KB as a project. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Oh, yeah. I did listen to another project. We listened to another project. We got to talk about that also. This was from K Camp. It's called Float to London. Listen to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. 18 tracks, 49 minutes, just above my 45-minute range, where I feel like I start to get bored, but this wasn't too bad, though. Let me tell you, K Camp, who got his initial song, his initial single that everybody know him from, Cut It Off or Cut You Off or whatever. Yo, dope song at the time. I was going through a breakup, so it was my anthem. But yo, K Camp, low-key one of them artists that got bars and he got flow. Let me see, out of 18 tracks, 9 stood out. Half the album stood out to me. Chosen One, Young and Free, Dead Wrong, Over and Over, Spin That Bag, Shrooms on My Ass, Treat Me Like a God, My Flower, Spin the Block. All these songs you listen to, you like, yo, these are solid. They have replay value. I will go back and listen to these. 9 out of 18 songs. We shooting 50% from the field, and there's probably at least another 1 or 2 songs that were probably decent on here that were nice. So at least 50% out of an 18-track project, that's pretty nice to me. That's pretty nice. K Camp, with that being said, I expected something decent from him. And I feel like with that being said, like he's probably slept on. K Camp is a slept on artist. I'm gonna have to say that. But that's just what I think about K Camp as an artist. Let me know what you think about him as an artist. Let me know what you think about his project, Float to London, the number 2 London. Let me know what you think about that. Or let me know any other projects you think we should do an audio audit on. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up. Come on, man. Now we about to talk about movies, TV shows that we saw recently. Is Corn Stream, Scenes I Saw. You know what I mean? First one, stand-up comedy special. Saw this on Netflix. No endorsement. Pete Davidson. Turbo Fonzarelli. It was about 56 minutes total runtime. Stand-up comedy joint. So Pete Davidson, if you don't know about him, he's a stand-up comedian. He recently dated Kim Kardashian after she divorced, or she got a divorce, or her divorce from Kanye West, I should say. Nonetheless, it was not for me. It was not for me. And I gotta say this. I gotta say this on record. A heterosexual black male in his mid-30s right now. I don't find no entertainment in it. This is white people humor, respectfully. White people humor. Now I can see them laughing at his jokes, his tone of voice, and different things like that. What he joked about, his subject titles. But it wasn't funny to me. It's a lot of, I don't even want to talk about what he talked about. It just wasn't for me. So I do not recommend this of any people of my kind and caliber. But, you know, maybe you do like this. This could be for you. Pete Davidson, Turbo Fonzarelli on Netflix. No endorsement. Let me know what you think about Pete Davidson as a comedian and Turbo Fonzarelli as a stand-up special. I didn't expect nothing too much from Pete Davidson because I honestly already knew I wasn't expecting to laugh too much. I probably laughed at 1 or 2 jokes. That's about it. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. And there was another movie that we did. This is an actual movie. This is called Role Play on Amazon Prime. No endorsement. This was an hour 40 minutes. Emma has a wonderful husband and 2 kids in the suburbs of New Jersey. She also has a secret life as an assassin for hire. A secret that her husband Dave discovers when the couple decide to spice up their marriage with a little role play. Now, this was essentially a black man, the husband, Dave, and a white woman, Emma, who's the spy, who married. They have 2 kids, a daughter who looks mixed, and then a son who looks completely black. Different subject. So anyway, the husband ends up finds out that his wife is a spy, because they try to role play by going to a hotel to role play for their intercourse. Turns out he finds out that she's part of some spy organization. It wasn't as, I'll say this, the storyline, very familiar. We've all seen this before in a different movie. It's not as corny as you would think, though. It's not a comedy, but it has funny moments, and it's not super serious. But it makes sense to a certain degree. So I'm not mad at it, but the comedy parts didn't make me laugh, and the other parts that were serious, I didn't necessarily take all the way serious. So it could have been better, but I will say it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't as bad as you would think for a movie that has the same plot we've seen over and over. But it's called Role Play on Amazon Prime. Will I recommend? Will I watch it again? I will not watch it again. Will I recommend? Sure, watch it. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Can we switch it up, please? Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. Let's go. So NFL wild card weekend officially passed. We're going into divisional playoffs round now. But can I speak on it real quick? All right. The only game I really want to talk about is the Lions. The Lions beat the Los Angeles Rams with Matthew Stafford. We needed this. I needed this. And they got the job done. They beat Matthew Stafford coming back to his former team in the city for a playoff game. Jared Goff against his former team. It meant so much to so many people. My man said they caught in the crowd crying. That was it. That was everybody. That was me. I was crying. Ask my girl. I cried, bro. Not boo-hoo cried, but I shed a Denzel Washington and glory tear. So I wanted to say, man, the Lions made us so proud. Now, at this point, the disappointment would be harsh if we lost at any point. But the fact that we made history, bro, trust me, I am beyond ecstatic. I am beyond proud and happy as a Lions fan. The fact that my son, who's 2, and these kids nowadays, they weren't alive for the struggle, bro. We watched the Lions struggle, including that 2008 season where they went 0-16. I was there for that. Now we watching them make it to the second round of the playoffs or the divisional round. My God, these kids are spoiled. But I just wanted to say that I am so proud of my Lions. That man who cried, you was everybody. You was every masculine man in the city of Metro Detroit. You didn't cry alone. I just wanted to say that, man. Other than that, man, moving into divisional playoffs, the Ravens will be hosting the Texans Saturday, January 20th at 4:30. The 49ers will be hosting the Packers Saturday, January 20th at 8:15. Now, I will say this. The Ravens are a dog team. Lamar Jackson is unstoppable currently, and they are dog walking their opponents this season, including the Lions. But C.J. Stroud has been showing up in places and times where we wouldn't expect it. So I would expect this to be a great, great game. 2 black quarterbacks, by the way. But I think the Ravens are going to get it, bro. Lamar Jackson ain't no joke. 49ers and Packers. Now, Jordan Love, the exact same way, the quarterback for the 49ers, black quarterback, or at least mixed, he's showing out and getting further than they expected. But the 49ers are the 49ers in the NFC. So I anticipate the 49ers to get a job done because I'm not a fan of the Packers anyway. But if we had to face the 49ers in the NFC Championship, I wouldn't be mad as a Lions fan. That being said, the Chiefs are also playing in Buffalo. I don't think anybody has an advantage in regards to weather because both towns, both markets, it's a lot of snow. Besides that, I think it's going to be a great shootout, and we might see another disappointing Josh Allen. And I like Josh Allen, but Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, you can't go against them boys. Other than that, going down to the Buccaneers in Detroit against my Lions. Who the fuck do you think I'm going for? I'm going for the Lions. But let me break this down. We beat the Buccaneers earlier this season, 20-6. Baker Mayfield for the Tampa Bay. I appreciate that they have a black head coach, but I think we can and will embarrass them again. Not embarrass. I would appreciate a good game, even though I want the Lions to blow anybody out. I don't care about no good games with the Lions. But with the Lions, I feel like we're just going to have the advantage against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think they stand a chance. Now, I think there will be an upset somewhere in these playoffs. So, I had the Chiefs against the Buffalo. I think the Chiefs are favored. I had the 49ers against the Packers. The 49ers are favored. And I had the Ravens against the Texans. The Ravens are favored. I believe the Lions are favored against the Buccaneers. Where will the upset come? I would rather, I think the upset may come from the Packers and the 49ers more than anything. The Packers may get the job done, and the Lions may go against the Packers in the NFC Championship. And then I see the Ravens against the Chiefs in the AFC. That's my predictions. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show. 313-466-4386. I think that might be it in regards to what I had for sports. So we're going to slowly back up out of here if you don't mind. Pause. But before we get up out of here, thinking out loud real quick. Since the holiday season passed, I just want to speak on this. The awkwardness of getting a gift from someone or giving a gift to someone and not getting one in return. Now, we all say on the surface, oh, no, I just wanted to get you that. I just wanted to get you something. I love you. It's all good. You know, you don't have to give me nothing. But in the back of your head a little bit, you kind of be thinking like, damn, you ain't give me nothing. A card or nothing. Like, I mean, even though if you got me a card, I'll be like, damn, you just got me a card. Like, give me a gift card. But besides that, the awkwardness, because I've gotten gifts from people and didn't have nothing. I didn't even think about getting them a gift. That's the worst, when you didn't even think about getting them a gift. Now you got to try to come up with something. That's crazy. I've dealt with that this recent holiday season, and I just wanted to speak on that. But nobody else does. That's just me thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show. 313-466-4386. We about to get up out of here, man. Before I do that, do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's the abbreviations for Kick It with KCMC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that. We on all social media, so kick it with us. And hey, show some love to my sponsor too, Team Elite. They on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, also at Team Elite 313. That's TEAMELITE 313 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out their premium urban-based urbanwear, Detroit-based urbanwear. Excuse me. It's on their website, TeamElite313.com. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece, jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on their website. Once again, TeamElite313.com. Ask your mom, baby. Thank you for kicking with KC on this random Friday, but we had to get an episode in. We definitely will see you again on Sunday, but if you got this far in the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the alert so you know when I'm going live, because I might pop up on you at any time. Share with this, tell a friend and tell a friend. If you really want to support, that's all for the free. Also, check out my singles, Juice and Hands and Knees, featuring my guy, Techmatic. It's all in the description below. The links to my sources, to the stories we talked about, all in the link in the description below also. And if you got some couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. Got the Cash App right here. Other than that, appreciate you. We out of here.